So I have 3 of these injectors on my property. 2 of them I've had for 2 years, and this one's brand new. We'll start here with this one because I believe this one's gonna be the most beneficial to people, and it's definitely gonna be the simplest to set up. This one is tied to a water hose reel. These injectors come with 3/4 inch male pipe threads, so some additional fittings may be needed. On the inlet side, I'm using one of these adapters that are made for drip irrigation. That has water hose threads on one side and then the male pipe threads on the other. But for some reason on the outlet side, I'm able to connect my lead hose directly to it, even though it should not connect, because those are male pipe threads, and then that is a 3/4 water hose thread, but with the O-ring in there, it seals, and I don't have any issues with it leaking. I do not have a bypass system on this setup like I do my other 2. We'll talk about that in a minute. And that's because we're using this for our flowers. Every time we water our flowers, I also want to be fertilizing my flowers. I have a 5-gallon bucket that I keep my fertilizer in. The suction hose is dropped into there. I painted it black, that way that'll keep any sun from getting in here and preventing any algae from growing. To prime these pumps, after you drop your suction hose in your fertilizer, you're gonna turn your water on, let water be flowing through here. Water is actually what powers these pumps, and you hold down this black button at the top, and that's gonna bleed any air through the line, letting it prime. However, with all of my pumps, I've never had to use this. I just simply drop my hose in the bucket and start flowing water through here, and every pump has primed itself every single time, even when they're brand new, even when I put them up this year for the 2nd season. I've had no issues at all with them priming. There's a strainer at the bottom of the suction hose to help prevent any clogging. Like I said earlier, water flow is what starts the injector, so anytime I squeeze the nozzle on my water hose, water will start flowing through here, and the injector will start pulling the solution up through the suction hose and feeding that through my water hose. That way I'm feeding and irrigating my plants simultaneously. This makes it incredibly easy and convenient to feed your plants. Not to mention you don't have to have one of them bulky feeders on the end of your water hose, worried about dropping it and breaking it. So you sure can feed a lot of flowers before that bucket runs out of fertilizer. But anyway, let's go have a look at a little more sophisticated setup that I have running some drip irrigation. So this system is a little more complex. It's on a 100-foot long trellis, and it's tied into my custom built drip irrigation system. I use 3/4 inch iron pipe, and I got drip emitters over top of each plant. And at the injector, I have valves on here so I can quickly turn it on and off. That way, if I want to just simply water, or if I'm trying to water and feed, I can do so just by quickly turning a couple of these valves. This is beneficial because with this setup, I want to water my plants every day. However, I only want to feed the tomato plants once per week. Then I also have a backflow prevention valve on here. That'll just prevent any fertilizer from even possibly backfeeding and getting into my drinking lines in my house.